I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and my partner, ready to bring you all the analysis and technical talk, is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say, with good reason. How do you see this one going?
Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Well, here is the lineup for the hosts today. Mike Maignan begins in goal. Steffi Jones plays alongside Virgil van Dijk in central defence. Eduardo Camavinga starts alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And it's two strikers up front who will look to provide the goal-scoring threat. Plenty of support here. And Sneijder being given too much room. Well anticipated.
Yeah, that was a good interception.
Confident attacking play. And here's the first 11 for Dinamo. Oliver Kahn stands between the posts. Cafu starts with Nuno Mendes in the fullback positions. David Beckham starts alongside Paul Scholes in the centre of midfield. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Can they forge ahead? And the penalty is given. The referee right on the spot. And now a chance for them to take the lead here. Well, no booking on this occasion.
Yeah, a bit surprising not to...
A goal! Accurate from the spot. So the match is restarted. 1-0 here. Jones. Bukayo Saka. Now Cuadrado. And a throw-in it's going to be. Saka. Danger building. This could be the equaliser. And a high degree of difficulty there for the keeper.
Well, he's just pulled off a brilliant save there. That had goal written all over it.
Appear to be in two minds. Well, defensive resilience there. Mendes. It's with Scholes. And he's in an offside position. Rodrigo. Takes aim. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Let's see about the delivery. Good clearance. Ikomalo. Real chance. Oh, good work by the keeper. And there's the delivery. And the shot. Well, a decent effort, but not quite on the target. Eduardo Camavinga. Nice looking pass. Oh, that surely had to go in, but marvellous defending. Goalkeeper getting in the way. Superb save. Chance to set up an equaliser from the corner. Well, they're bound to be disappointed with that. Goalkeeper's ball. Not as accurate as it could have been.
Yeah, that was a cheap turnover there.
Cucurella. Camavinga. Nicely timed tackle. Could be dangerous. And running in behind. It's gone in! Well, they're really in the mood here. Can they be stopped? Eduardo Camavinga. Now with Jones. Camavinga. You can sense the threat is there. Can he get one back? And that's a decent bit of goalkeeping. And over it comes. Well, she couldn't keep it on target, and the pressure had a lot to do with that. Succeeded in winning it back. David Beckham. Well, a touch too heavy there.
Well, they made some good decisions there.
Paul Scholes. Dinamo in a position of menace, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Now breaking at pace, potential danger. Oh, genuine chance. A goal as they cut into their advantage. Still plenty of life in this match. Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Scholes. Just the tackle that was needed. Sneijder. This is looking threatening. And it's gone behind for the corner.
Well, just listen to the crowd. They know this is a big chance to equalise.
That's very decisive goalkeeping. And watching it all the way, tipping it over for the corner. Over it comes. Well, good effective pressure. Ikoma Luis Openda. Oh, in with a chance! Camavinga. Good weight on that pass. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. And a good save there. Corner kick played in. Not the clearance that was called for. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, advantage Dinamo after the first 45, but still time for a few twists and turns before this is over. Trying to connect. Well, full marks for trying, but very deftly cut out. Openda. It's with Scholes. Real chance. And it's gone in. The team's separated by 2 goals now. You cannot say they don't deserve it. Attacking possibilities for Dinamo. Must be! Well, given the position he found himself in, he really should be testing the keeper. Superb opportunity squandered. Cucurella. Now with Saka. Might lead to a chance. And to trim the lead. Not troubling the keeper. Pires. Well, that's a fine-looking pass. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Wesley Sneijder. He's in here. That was going in. Penalty. And on the back of that decision, now it's a caution.
Well, it's a tight call, but in the end, I think he's got it right. A penalty and a yellow card.
And a goal! He was composure personified, and he's done his job from the spot. Eduardo Camavinga. Plenty of support here. And a precise challenge just when it was required.
Oh, top-class defending there.
Well, the threat could be there. Could pose a threat on the counter. Well, it looked so promising, but it all comes to nothing. Gyökeres. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising. Could be threatening. Jude Bellingham. Pina. Not just trying to drive her team forward here. Chance to finish. And a goal! That's his brace. They just can't keep him quiet. So the current scoreline, 4-2. Beckham. Danger building. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Robert Pires. Giving it away. Jude Bellingham. On to Gyökeres. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Can he put it away? In it goes! But it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so. He's making that clear to the linesman now.
Sneijder. Now with Gyökeres. Could reduce the deficit. And splendid reflex action there.
Yeah, that's goalkeeping at its very best. So quick to react there.
He continues his run. And delivered into the box. And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating. Sneijder. Well, a promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end.
Well, that's good defending. Just snuffed out the danger there.
Waited well, but ably intercepted when it looked as though they might be in. And the decision is one of offside here. Minge. Openda. Not the pass he had in mind. Wasted possession again. Gyökeres. Well, he's certainly not alone. And roaming free here. Well, successfully cut out. Free goal! It was on its way in.
She just throws her body on the line. Excellent play.
Now the counter-attack looks on. Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. Openda. Will it open up? Cleared away, throw in. And intercepts again. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. And there it is, the final whistle. Not what the home fans were hoping for before.